This video presents various AutoText label productivity improvements. AutoText is a handy ARCHICAD feature to automatically add various text to help and speed up the creation of construction documentation, sheets, and layouts. Now, various element-specific parameters and properties can also be used as AutoText entities. Earlier AutoText was limited to project-specific information only. The new AutoText enables users to create their own custom associative labels that can list element-specific information. Let's see how this works. Place 4 walls by using the Basic Structure option. Using the rectangular geometry method. Use the Label tool and select the text label type in the info box. Hover the cursor above a wall, and when the wall is highlighted, click on the wall to add the label. The text editor dialog appears. Click the Insert AutoText icon. Here you can choose from different categories of properties. Please note that this list can also be found at the Find and Select Parameters and Properties criteria selection. The first part of the upcoming list contains the built-in properties, and the other part contains the custom properties. The built-in type AutoText can list the information defined in the project info and read from the project or from the system. The custom AutoText can use information from the placed elements. This is updated immediately when the properties of the elements change. A search field is also available at the top, and this helps find the necessary properties. If we use the Text tool, the very same AutoText appears as it did earlier. Let's enter length into the search field. Select the length of the reference line item and double-click on it, or click the Add button to insert AutoText. To exit the editing mode, simply click outside the text box. Activate the pipette in the toolbar and pick up the parameters of the label which was placed. Place some additional labels on the other walls as well. Select a label. Make sure that the Label tool is active, and click on the text to edit. Let's add some additional AutoText, and let's also format the label. Type L at the start of the length row, press the Tab key, and type M at the end of the row. By pressing the Enter key, we'll insert 2 new rows. Add the element ID from the general container and the fire resistance rating from the Properties, General Ratings container. Insert the net volume below the length. And then add prefix and units, as you can see on the screen. Click outside to finish editing the text. The AutoText label displays the selected values of the wall. Select the label and open its settings. On the Type and Preview panel, the preview shows the real content in the text label, but not with the real values. There are names of AutoText, such as element ID. You can resize the windows by using the splitter between the type view and the preview. The ID and unique ID labels are no longer available, as their values can be achieved by the text label as well. The parameters of the set label can be copied and can be saved as a favorite. Activate the pipette and pick up the parameters of the label and inject them into the others. Please make sure that the Transfer All Settings parameter transfer settings is selected before injecting them. Note, if you stretch the walls, the length and volume information will automatically be updated. Also, if you place openings into a wall, the volume of the wall will be reduced. Let's select one of the walls and open its Settings dialog. Switch to the Classification and Properties panel and enter W10 for ID. Change the fire rating to 1 hour. In the meantime, these parameters change in the connected label. Deselect the walls and labels and open the Default Label Settings dialog. Switch to the Text Label panel. Here you can see the preview of the label with highlighted auto text entries, but you can't modify the text here. Click the Clear Text button to remove the text from the field in order to have an empty text label. Please note that this button is not available for placed labels. The Enhanced Text Label with Extended Auto Text functionality enables you to display project and custom parameters and properties of elements, not only on just the floor plan, but in sections and in 3D documents as well.